All right, so today we are being joined by Dr. Misty Morris from Morris Chiropractic. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the experience you had working with our program. So tell us a little bit more about you, specifically your practice and kind of what you do.
We have a family practice and we have several associates. My husband and I run the practice and see quite a few visits per week. So this has been great for us because we are able to get our team some help.
The main point and main purpose was to supplement the staff that you currently have, right?
Yes, so that they could help us to serve our community better. Yes.
So what was the problem that you had prior to joining our program?
The problem I had was that any task that I would inspect would very often not have been complete to, the degree that it was necessary, or
Mhm.
people would always be running behind because they'd be helping patients.
Why did you decide to join us over any other service that's out there today?
I wanted to join with you because I knew that you would be able to help me to implement. I don't want to have to recreate the wheel if somebody's already done it well. So I knew that it was working well in two practices. They practice really similar, so I knew that you would be our guy.
So it was a shortcut for you.
Yeah, it was. Exactly. My
Um,
favorite.
right. Is there anything in particular that we went through that was super helpful for you guys?
Well, I think that you helped with everything, and I'm not one that likes to micromanage in general. I
Mhm.
love to delegate. So when we work together, any of the setup or anything like that, I was able to say, "Oh, Dr. Matt, I'm gonna text you with my phone guy to help with this," or "Can I just take your training platform and, modify it for me?" And I found that to be super helpful.
Why was that portion super helpful for you?
I didn't want to have to do more work to set
Mhm.
up something I was very unfamiliar with.
So, as a result of implementing the program, what has been the result in your practice?
Brought our labor costs down quarter to quarter. And it was funny because before I talked to the other office that was using your services, I had just gotten an email from my accountant and they said, "Hey, what's going on? Your labor costs just keep going up, up, up over where you were last year." And since we started working together, we were able to reduce our labor costs quite a bit. We just see a nice steady decline in that. That was what primed us.
And it's good for patients, right?
It's great. Things happen fast. There's no
Mhm.
more pile of work that the team never gets to. I find having a VA is a benefit to the community, and it's also a huge benefit to our current patients because tasks that are very important that our team just didn't have the time to get to.
Mhm.
So it's just been great.
How has your life personally changed since having a VA or having now two in your office?
My life has changed from having a VA because I have hope for the future. What do I mean by that? Well, I I always have a goal of having the best paid team in chiropractic. So when you're a valuable member of my team, you just keep making more money, 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 money.
Mhm.
And I honestly was getting a little nervous that I wasn't going to be able to kind of keep up with the demand, with the way that reimbursements are and things like that. So
Mhm.
the VA not only has taken that pressure off my shoulders, but they've really helped my team.
So, well, and that's a little sidebar question. So what does your team think about the process and the people that we brought in to help?
At the beginning, the team was probably a little bit nervous about like it just being more work for them. Oh, great, now I have somebody else I have to train. But you did a great job with kind of, ushering through that. Now they love it because any task that can make things easier for them to do their job, we're able to have the VA do. And so
Cool.
it's been great.
Yeah. So they get to focus on people.
They get to focus on people. Absolutely.
And for if you have team members that love people, that's great.
It is. And I didn't let anybody go off the team. As we had someone leave for maternity leave and not come back, we had someone leave from maternity leave and then just come back part-time. And so the
Mhm.
VAs really got us through that because that's pretty tricky to navigate because when
Mhm.
you know, have to rehire for 15 weeks, what do you know, with your new team member? So that
Yeah.
was really, really helpful.
Where do you think you guys would be right now had you not started working with us?
Well, I think that our overhead would be higher. I think that my team would be more stressed. And I think that I wouldn't have the same hope for the, you know, longevity and the health of my clinic, you know, over the next several decades that I
Mhm.
do.
If there's anybody watching today and they're on the fence about picking up the phone and giving us a call and finding out how we can help, what would you tell them?
If anybody's on the fence, I would say just learn a little bit about it. You're probably like me, you're not as into technology. You look at it like a little bit more work, perhaps, or this is a very foreign concept. You feel like it's going to take away from your patient experience. It's actually the opposite because when you learn this system, it helps you to focus on patient care more and your team. So I don't know who it wouldn't be for, but you know, it's worth a call. And it's great for the team. You know,
Mhm.
I keep people on my team. I don't have a revolving team. I mean, everybody who starts with us, you know, just kind of
Mhm.
stays. And so this has been great because as their life changes and maybe, you know, they started off with us as a single person and now they have a whole family, you know, it's been awesome. And we have a virtual assistant that turns on all our computers, runs all our indexes from the night before. We have a virtual assistant that closes out for the night. So just getting our team home earlier has been, you know,
Mhm.
such a blessing.
Is there anything that someone would not think about that we either we've helped you or you guys have discovered on your own? Is there anything that someone would not think about that a VA can do that they're doing for you?
I would say the thing that a VA can do in our practice that has been better than, you know, what I typically would have thought is all of our promotional materials, you know, so all of our online posts, video editing, even helping me personally with, you know, things like putting the graphics on my PowerPoint presentation. So really high-end technical things that you know, your average chiropractic assistant doesn't really have time to do.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you taking the time today to
Well,
take a
I
few minutes and
appreciate this
explain
whole
it.
program. I'm a raving fan.
Yeah, we appreciate you a ton. So
Thank you.
thanks.